When you choose Reynolds, you choose reliability. A guaranteed great customer experience and relationship from the moment you walk in. Come in and see for yourself or visit reynoldsfarmequipment.com.
During Army basic training, I found out I had 7 herniated discs. Prescription pain medication led me to a heroin addiction. I entered Wheeler's program and learned life on God's terms.
After meeting Greg, I was so impressed, I hired him. When you change that one life, it makes it all worthwhile.
Now, I have a family, house, and a job that I love. At Wheeler, you can have something everlasting.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirits, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
At first, me and my mom were struggling. I was trying to pay the bills and trying to take care of my mom at the same time. When I first heard that I can get paid for taking care of my mom, I was kind of skeptical because I had been doing it for so many years without pay. That's when I reached out to Passion to Care. I read all the reviews and I saw that they were #1 in the field. Passion to Care has really, really changed my life. Right now, I take care of my mom 24/7 thanks to Passion to Care.
You want a piece of equipment you can trust, one that's easy to use. No matter the size of the job, you want to create a feeling worthwhile, something you can use for every job. For over 60 years, Reynolds has been a community staple, ensuring our customers powerful implements, top quality care and service. You need something that's in it for the long haul. Visit Reynolds Farm Equipment, your hometown John Deere dealer, today at reynoldsfarmequipment.com.
Can't make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.IndianaSRN.org and tune in to all of the live action or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
Just working with our company, you're going to get to work with a lot of bright individuals.
Everyone is open and ready to help you, and definitely big on advocating for making sure that you succeed and reach your potential.
Everyone's goal is the same, to make the best products that we can for our clients and make sure that it is everything and more that it could be.
What's kept me here? Our culture. We're genuinely a very great group of people. Everyone's just always willing to lend a hand.
When I have a suggestion or a concern and I voice it, leadership actually hears me.
As a consultancy, every person has a role and has something to bring to the table. There's just a lot of opportunities here if you're up for the challenge.
Jump on board, be part of the fun ride, because we're going places.
Aspen Creek Grill, we are a from-scratch concept with comfort fresh food. You can expect a world-class experience on a great budget. We've got incredible specials, great service. Today's dish that we're going to highlight is going to be our Aspen Blue Sirloin. It is, again, our premium Black Angus certified beef, and we top that with the blue cheese crust. Again, everything that we do here is made from scratch, and it's no different from our steaks. We hand cut all our steaks in-house. So our team back there, it's just an incredible team. Everything that they do, they take so much pride in. They put a little bit of themselves into everything that they do over here, especially since it is a made from scratch concept. We want everybody to come, visit us, enjoy some great food with some great service. Bring your friends, bring your family, come have some great food, have a great time with us with some of the best comfort scratch food.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got carry out?
Everything that you need, we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
I'll be back tomorrow to pick it up.
We'll be waiting for you.
Hello and welcome to Game Day. My name is Keith Myers. I'm the Vice President of IndianaSRN. We're glad that you joined us today. If you'd like to see more content just like tonight, just hit the donate button. Every dollar that you donate will go right back into more games right here on IndianaSRN, which means more games for you. It's IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat.
Hey, Indiana. Let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
It is week 8 of the high school football season, and we welcome you to Mount Vernon High School tonight as we bring you Hoosier Heritage football action. It is down to the final 2 weeks, and Mount Vernon hoping to keep their winning streak alive. They've won their last 3. They come into this one at 3-4 overall, 3-2 in the HHC. For Shelbyville, they're looking to get their offense on track tonight. They come in at 1-6 overall. They're 0-5 in conference play. Troy Nargowski along with Coach Keith Myers, and 2 teams right now are looking forward to, like we all are, to Sunday, but they're both heading in opposite directions. And I know that we're going to talk more about Shelbyville, a little more detail here in a couple of moments, but they got to find a way to right this ship really quick.
Yeah, you look at this conference, you got New Pal at the top at 5-0, and then you got Yorktown, Greenfield, Newcastle, Mount Vernon at 3-2. Hopefully someone's going to stub New Pal's toe. That is not going to happen.
No, that's not going to happen.
Delta's 2-3, Pendleton Heights 1-4, and Shelbyville's 0-5. Shelbyville's just struggling to get some points. They've averaged maybe 7 points a game, if that. The last time they have played Mount Vernon, it's not been very pretty. So you try to work on the positive things. And right now, if I'm the head coach, I'm saying, look, we got to get things ready for a sectional because thank goodness in 2 weeks we start a new season. And their sectional is still a little bit different than everybody else's, so it could be interesting. Other games in the Hoosier Heritage tonight, New Pal takes on Newcastle. Pendleton Heights is at Yorktown, and Delta is at Greenfield. Interesting in the Delta-Greenfield Central game. That could be an interesting contest.
All right, by the way, Shelbyville, as you had mentioned, 0-5 in the conference. They got things started, though, with a win over Greensburg early, 36-14, and they had Donovan Martin that night rushed for 225 yards. He had 114 yards the next week. We did not get confirmation on whether he is injured or not, but you start after the Rushville game, and from an offensive standpoint, they just cannot generate any offense. So we're going to at least assume going into this one tonight that he's not playing again this evening.
Yeah, you look at the record, it will indicate that there's something there that they don't have in week one.
Yeah.
Greensburg at times can be a halfway decent ball club. They're in 3A. Shelbyville's a 5A school, so it could be very interesting. But, we apologize, but we didn't get the communication set, and we'll try to find that out right away as we start tonight's game.
Well, if they can't run the football, and if Martin does not play tonight, and that means Tyler Gwinnett, their sophomore quarterback, his pass percentage at only 51%, so they're coming after him. He's only averaging 88 yards per game, and they have not scored now in 10 straight quarters. You don't want to magnify it any more than we have to, but the bottom line is they just don't have any offense right now.
Quarterback rating is at 63. That's not very good. It's not going to get you some wins. It's going to get you some stats. Very interesting that he's only thrown 4 touchdown passes. But the thing that has hurt him more is he's thrown 4 interceptions on the season. I think he needs more time in the pocket. He's young. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, they're going to have to find a way to run the football tonight. We'll find out soon who will take up that issue here this evening. So from an offensive standpoint, they've struggled, and that means when you can't produce points, you're probably going to lose games. They go to Greenfield. They lose that one 49-6. And to give you an idea, Coach, they were down 35-0 at halftime. They go to Yorktown. They were down 26-0 at halftime, only managed 87 total yards. And then they lose to New Pal. All indications were that New Pal really didn't play well that night, but still Shelbyville could not score. And so their defense is then behind the 8 ball as well.
Yeah, and you look at, if you only have scored 9 touchdowns all year, it tells you that your offense is out of sync.
Yeah.
And then if you put your defense on the field more than your offense, what is going to happen is you're going to get games like 35-0 or 36-0. So defensively or offensively, hopefully tonight they can establish the run and they can establish the time to get their defense off the field. If they can get them off the field, could be an interesting game. I really think Mount Vernon is going to run the ball a lot tonight and make that defense work.
And we're going to talk about Mount Vernon, who, by the way, starting to play really good football, and they would love to get into that tournament with a 500 or above record. That would be 5-4 in their next 2 games. They could possibly do that. We're going to talk about the Marauders coming up next right here on Indiana SRN.
You are truly making a difference in the lives of our neighbors in need.
Beautiful night for high school football here in Week 8. A Mount Vernon football team that got off to an 0-4 start. They lost to Noblesville. They lost to Franklin. Those two games were on the road. We had that Greenfield matchup in which they gave up 401 yards of total offense. They lost that one 43-29. Just like most people, though, they lose to New Pal 56-8. They were down 49-0 at halftime. And then, Coach, they started getting things put together. They go to Delta. They win that one 49-20. They go to Pendleton, a very, very low-scoring affair at 14-10. And then last week, they beat Newcastle. So right now, they're playing good football.
And they have Shelbyville at the right time.
Yeah.
Right? Shelbyville's down. Could get them to 4-4. With a win and a New Pal loss this week and next week, maybe, but I don't think so. Yeah. It all starts with the quarterback with New Pal, with Mount Vernon. He's been. We both talked off the air. Mr. Meyer has done a nice job since the last time we saw him. His quarterback rating has jumped to 72.8. I think he was like in the 60s as well when we had him earlier year. I think a lot of that is they take a lot of time. They're giving him more time. He feels more relaxed. He's a young kid, but seems like he's grown up a little bit the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, 694 yards. You mentioned 5 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. He'll run the football as well. He has 305 yards, but it helps to have a running back like Jeliba Brogan, who last week 205 yards, 35 carries on the day. He'll be getting to 1,000 here pretty close. He's got 9 touchdowns, and he really is what makes this offense tick.
He gets 160 yards tonight. He gets 1,000 yards. Yeah. Be pretty impressive. Young man, we met him a few weeks ago. Young man that spoke very highly of his teammates and about his coach. Loves to do what he loves to run for Mount Vernon, and look at that. He's got 11 touchdowns on the year. Very impressive. The next, Meyer with 6, and then the next is Johnson with 2.
A couple of receivers to watch tonight for Mason Meyer. One of those will be Riker Bear, 17 receptions, 352 yards. He'll be the one that will spread the field. And then you got the reliable Gavin Joy, 18 receptions, 150 yards coming in. Those are 2 very sure-handed targets.
What can we say about Gavin Joy? Gavin Joy's been around 8 years, I think, Troy. A young man follows us on Twitter, follows when we're there. He's excited that he's part of this team. Gavin will have a great game. In fact, he retweeted out that we were doing the game tonight. So he's a good kid. I really do think the Bear kid is real talented at 352 yards of catching the ball, 17 reception. Average is 20.7, so when he catches the ball, he actually runs and gets more yardage as well.
And their defense will be very good. They got some linebackers, Jonah Schroeder, 8.8 tackles per game. Keep an eye on Christian Kiptu, 6 tackles per game. He has 6.5 tackles for loss this year. And then, of course, linebacker Preston Fox at 6 tackles for loss on the year. The one thing tonight, though, I'm going to be curious to see, can Mount Vernon throw the football a little bit more, balance out that offense? They're only averaging at about 87 per game, but they'll run at about 157. I think a lot of times you want to run to set up the pass, but they're going to have to pass the football if they're going to make any type of move in the upcoming tournament.
I think offensively they're going to be okay. I think defensively is where they have to make a statement very quickly against the Shelbyville team.
Other big games around the area tonight include Center Grove at Lawrence North. That is probably the game to watch around the area. Danville is at Western Boone. Hamilton Southeastern at Franklin Central. Ron Colley travels to Cathedral. Westfield is at Fishers. Carmel at Warren Central. And Warren coming off that loss last week to Lawrence North. And, of course, Martinsville is at Mooresville. A lot of people think that maybe Mooresville, as well as they're playing, could beat Martinsville tonight.
That's a great rivalry.
Yeah, it is. And then Brebeuf will be at Bloomington South. And as we mentioned, Coach, coming up on Sunday night, tournament draw, and we'll know how this whole thing will eventually line out for us.
And we will know our sectional schedule by Wednesday, so take a look at the IndianaSRN sports page for that information and games here on IndianaSRN.
We are going to take a timeout. We'll come back, and we'll continue the pregame in a moment right here on IndianaSRN.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Back once again here at Mount Vernon, and high school football on IndianaSRN is brought to you in part by Reynolds Farm Equipment. Reynolds Farm Equipment is a leading equipment dealer and has been since 1955. Passion to Care, delivering care with more than 24 years of experience. Boilermaker Local 374. They represent highly skilled, highly motivated workers in field construction and metal fabrication in the state of Indiana. Wheeler Mission. For over 131 years, Wheeler Mission has been a pillar in the Indianapolis community. Bertner Electric, your trusted electrician partner since 1986. The Morales Group, we're in business to create a better future for you and your family. McGinley Wrights Financial, inspiring people to repeatedly take action on their financial goals. Indiana Labor's District Council, the 12,000 Hoosier men and women with Labor's District Council and affiliated local unions that build Indiana. We are LIUNA. And the IndianaSRN sports page. Follow the sports page every day with updated sports news from coast to coast. Log on to IndianaSRN.org and click on the sports page tab.
72 degrees, wind at 6 miles an hour, and the visibility, you ready for this?
10 miles.
25 miles.
And you can see that far.
I can.
It is beautiful. It's been beautiful all week long.
It has been beautiful.
Especially when you consider this year we've had the heat waves early, and then
we
had the hurricane the one night. We've had thunderstorms a couple of nights, but we're going to finish out. Northern Lights last night, I didn't see those.
I went to bed early.
When you live in the loop, you can't see anything in the sky.
I'm sure you saw lightning.
I did. Lots of lightning. Captains are meeting. Want to remind you that tonight's broadcast is a copyright production of IndianaSRN and the Indiana High School Athletic Association. Any use of audio or video without the express written permission of IndianaSRN and the IHSAA is strictly prohibited. Time once again for keys to tonight's game.
Shelbyville, run the ball. Run, and play good defense. You got to score. You got to score to win. For Mount Vernon, you know what you have to do, and you do it quickly. And really, I look at a really call-out game for our buddy tonight. I think he will have over 200 yards in rushing.
And if that's the case, it'll be 2 straight weeks in which he has accomplished that feat. Mount Vernon will be in their home black and gold, and for the Golden Bears, as you see, they will defer, and the Golden Bears will be in their all-whites here tonight. So we're ready to get this one underway. The final game of the regular season is next week, and then we begin tournament play right after that.
Mount Vernon will be at Yorktown next week, and Shelbyville will be at home against Pendleton Heights. Don't forget the pairing show, and don't forget Bob Level tonight. I will be on the Bob Level show this evening.
You will be.
I will be. My rotation.
It is your turn, isn't it?
Yep.
Yes.
You see
yes.
Toby down there?
Yeah.
Best quarterback I ever had at Tocino High School.
Really?
Young man was very good. I don't know what. I didn't coach him. I just said, throw the ball.
Just throw it a lot.
Throw the ball.
Shelbyville, by the way, just a quick note as they prepare to kick this one off. The last time they had a winning season was back in 2017. They went 7-3, and since that time they have really struggled. In the 29 meetings between these two teams, though, Mount Vernon leads the series 19-10, and their last win against Mount Vernon, 2017. They won it 35-28.
That year, New Powell won the conference. They finished second.
Okay. So they're hoping to get a win tonight as you see the Golden Bears ready to kick this one off. Aiden Helfer-Vasquez, the senior, will tee it up, and we're ready to go.
You see the concussion helmet, little domes. I think we're going to see a lot more of those as the football seasons continue.
I agree. Everybody pretty much practices with them, so they figure might as well just go ahead and play with them as well. We are underway. Brogan is one of the 2 men deep, and it will be Gavin Joy on the return, and Joy will go down. It'll be first down and 10. Let's see where they spot the football. Just about the 26-yard line. It'll be first and 10. Keep an eye on number 30, Jeliba Brogan. We mentioned last week against Newcastle, 35 carries, 205 yards. That is Brogan right there. Had a couple of touchdowns, 865 yards rushing so far this season.
He's a thick kid.
Yes, he is very muscular and has really strong legs. Here's the pitch, and now they're going to have a halfback throw and downfield, and it's going to be knocked down. Pass intended for Riker Bear. So Mount Vernon opens up with a little trickery, but it falls incomplete.
There's the first press against Shelbyville, and Shelbyville has won that one. That's good defense right off. That's a great job.
You know why I like that play right there? Because now Shelbyville has to open up a little bit.
Exactly right.
They can't just stay in the box because there could be another halfback pass coming up here pretty soon. Myers going to throw. Second throw early here for Mount Vernon. He'll tuck it under and run it, may get a yard out of it, and that's it. It's going to be third down and long.
Defensively, they stayed home, secured it. Nice job.
Braden Schultz, the senior linebacker, there to get the stop. Here you see him, number 65. So it's going to be third down and about 8. Brogan has yet to touch the football. That is Demarion Johnson, who will switch from right to left and set up in the slot. Play action. Ball's going to be caught by Bear. Bear stiff arms his defender. He's going to go down at about the 38-yard line, but it's good enough for a first down. Riker Bear, 17 receptions, 352 yards coming in.
Needed 9, got 11.
We mentioned Bear earlier. He's the one guy who will stretch the field. Gavin Joy, more of a possession receiver inside those linebackers. But a first down. And again, Brogan has yet to touch the football here in this first series. He'll get the call this time. Brogan finds a big hole, dives ahead. He'll be shy of the first down, but that's kind of what you expect out of Brogan.
You know, we talk about this all the time, Troy. He's a runner that will hit you first.
Yeah.
And meaning he likes to contact. He wants to hit you first, and usually you're on your back by the time you get him tackled.
He got 8 on the play. It'll be second down and 2. 3 receivers now to the bottom of your screen, 1 receiver at the top, and that'll be Brogan in the backfield once again. Shelbyville showing blitz with their linebackers, and they will come. And the quarterback will keep it himself as Meyer is going to get nailed. He didn't get much, maybe back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to run straight up. You can't dance there.
Carter Dunnigan, one of those in there to make the stop.
No gain.
So let's call it third down and 2. Mason Myers, who we mentioned, came in 305 yards on the ground. And I'll tell you one thing about Brogan. He's not coming out of the game very much.
No.
See if he'll get the call on this one. Nope, it's going to be quarterback keeper again. Meyer to the outside. still dancing around, and he might lose a couple of yards right here. I think he might have, though, gotten the first down. But like you said before, the one thing about it, just go north. You don't need to dodge back because you're probably not going to get anything anyway, and I don't think he got it. It's going to be 4th down.
You got to go.
He would have gotten the first down if he would have stayed.
He was, yes, at the first down marker. They got him at a pretty bad spot, though.
Wow,
Troy.
they moved him back even further. Well, football's at the 47.
That's a bad spot.
Well, Myers only a sophomore. He's going to learn just go straight ahead. And they fumble the football, and it's going to be recovered by Brogan, but not a good series there for Mount Vernon.
I don't think he even got the ball back to him.
He didn't. Hit off of Myers' hands and went right to the turf. So Shelbyville will take over 1st and 10, their first big break of the football game here, and they're going to have it at the Mount Vernon 42-yard line. Tyler Gwinnett was scheduled to start today, but I see in the backfield is Grantland Fitzgerald. And let's see if Fitzgerald will actually be in the quarterback position. It will be Fitzgerald straight up the middle. And a nice gain for Fitzgerald. Now, he is a 5'9 sophomore. They list him as a wide receiver running back. But Grantland Fitzgerald getting the start at quarterback.
48 carries on the year, 108 yards. Average is 2.3. He got 7 there. And his longest run from scrimmage this year is 12. And 1 touchdown.
Wes Bailey, Carter Dunnigan, 2 receivers to the right. And now shifting over and taking the snap, and that's going to be Donovan Martin, number 13. And so Martin gets the carry.
And got first down. Martin has 33 carries on the year, 28 yards, 14 is the longest. He has fumbled, though, twice.
So Shelbyville will have the football at the 29-yard line.
This is good field position for Shelbyville here.
It is very good. By the way, there are 2 Donovan Martins listed on the roster. One's number 13, one is number 33.
And you can help us, folks. You can let us know who it is.
Here is Fitzgerald, the
nice
pitch.
Patch.
In a nice tackle, open field tackle, and guess who? Brogan playing on defense as well as being one of the top running backs in the conference.
Did he come from his safety position to make that tackle? He sure did, didn't he?
Read that well.
Yes, sir.
It'll be 2nd down, no gain. Well, this is going to be interesting to see how this is going to play out here with shifting quarterbacks. And
I mean, it's a mixed salad tonight.
Yeah. Well, you've got to get that offense rolling. Fitzgerald will put Martin in motion. Martin end around, and Martin finds a nice hole inside the 20. And a great run by Martin, and they are in the red zone.
It's the Morales group red zone. Got 12.
Not a bad run.
Well,
and
actually,
I like
it was a pass.
I like this. Well, it was a catch and run, but I like the idea that they're mixing it up, though, because I think Mount Vernon is going, we haven't seen this before. Haven't seen it on tape.
Probably wasn't on tape, that's for sure.
Here's Fitzgerald. That is Martin, who will line up in the backfield. Fitzgerald to throw, and a low throw intended there for Wes Bailey, and it falls incomplete.
He heard some footsteps.
So you throw on 1st down. You're in the red zone. You've been running the football effectively. I'd just keep running it.
You just don't understand, do you?
I don't get it. But it's early, and Fitzgerald once again will line up as the quarterback. That is Martin in the backfield. 3 wideouts in the ball game. Timberlake is at the bottom of your screen. Man in motion is Bailey, and he'll reset to the left. Play action.
Blitz.
Throw downfield and a little bit high for Ben Bailey, and it was high and behind him, and it falls incomplete.
Now, you know, he had the hand on the ball. I don't want to be critical, but you got to bring that down.
Yeah.
You really do.
Hit you in the hands, you got to catch it.
Yes, sir. 3rd down and 10. Well, that's what your coach always told you.
Yeah.
That's why you never threw it on your hands.
Never.
You caught it in your chest all
Always.
the time. Right?
I brought it right
well,
in.
the stickum that
right
you,
in.
the big old stickum spot you had on your uniform got to help.
Fred Bolitnikoff
Yes,
days,
sir.
yes.
Gotcha. You know, there are fans out there going, who?
Who?
Fred who?
Yeah. Well, we got other names we could use, too. We will. Man in motion is Bailey. Big 3rd down here now for the Golden Bears. Fitzgerald will run it himself. Has a blocker there, but he will not get the 1st down.
Okay. You go for 3 here, or do you go for it?
I go for it.
Okay. At 1 and 6, I think you're right.
I go for it. I have nothing to lose at this stage. There's no conference championship on the line, nothing like that. And now we say that, they're going to line up and kick a field goal. So they're going to go for the 3 unless we see a fake here. So this will be a 32-yard attempt. The high snap and a terrible kick, and we got a return.
He's got it wide open.
Disaster right
He's
here.
He's wide open. It's wide open.
He has blockers in front. We'll cut back to the outside, and he is finally brought down. And it was Donovan Martin who brought him down, but that one backfired there on the Golden Bears.
Watch the replay here. Here's the snap. Here's the snap. It's high. He just didn't get any leverage on the football.
That's Colton Anderson, by the way, on the return. Look at him chugging away.
This is a nice block here.
Gavin Joy. He might have been better if he'd cut to the left.
I think if he went to the left, he would have got it.
So 1st down as both teams now making some early mistakes, and it'll be in the red zone the other way. The Morales group, red zone. We get extra cash for that?
I'm going to check. I'm going to check tomorrow.
That'll be Demarion Johnson in motion. The pitch to Brogan. Brogan looking for a hole.
Quit dancing.
Getting away from one tackler inside the 15 and then brought down at about the 18, maybe 17-yard line.
Is it me or are they dancing?
They're dancing
Okay,
much.
I think so. Just straight. You know, Greg Smith used to tell me.
Yeah.
You know, he ran the football back in the day with the leather helmets, no face mask.
Yeah.
For
when they were tough.
For Indianapolis How.
Yeah.
Just run it straight.
Go.
Bill Ludlow was his quarterback. They just ran it straight.
2nd down and 6. Brogan
there you go.
Straight up the middle, and
How
you'll
about
get
that?
to about the 6-yard line.
You get the 1st down.
Why make it difficult, right? It's like baseball. You throw the ball, you hit the ball, you catch it.
Just throw fastballs.
Well, I think Brogan's going to – I think they're going to find out they're just going to give him the football a lot. They don't need to play any trickery here.
No.
1st and goal. Brogan on the carry. Brogan takes a hit inside the 5 to about the 4.
You got to hang on to the football. That football was a little loose.
So let's see where they put the football. Will it be at the 4? They actually moved him back closer to the 5, but it is inside that 5-yard line, so it's officially at the 4.
Monrovia leads Covenant Christian with 6:16 left in the first quarter, 7-0. We'll keep you posted all night on scores.
Meyer will give it to
Touchdown.
Brogan. Brogan into the end zone for the score at 4:10 remaining here in the opening quarter. And look at them all going and celebrating with one of their fans.
That's pretty cool. 4-yard run.
Brogan, the touchdown, and the mistake made by Shelbyville came back to get him on this one. Nice blocking up front, too.
Look how wide this is. I mean, he's just pancake. Good job.
So the extra point attempt. They're going to go for 2 on this one as you see Meyer throwing to the back of the end zone. It's going to be caught. That's Riker Bear for the 2-point conversion. Mount Vernon leads this one 8-0.
We're not here to just sell you another piece of software and then move on. We're here to manage that whole life cycle of not only helping you procure the licensing, but then how do you manage and monitor those licenses over time? Collaboration is very key when working with our clients. We are very much a partnering organization, so we definitely work as a team from a sales, marketing, and delivery organization, along with our partner ecosystem to help deliver best-of-breed solutions for our partners and customers. Partners that sell IBM licensing a lot of times are very transactional oriented, and we're here to build relationships with customers, which I think is unique.
High school football brought to you in part by Reynolds Farm Equipment, the leading equipment dealer serving farmers, homeowners, landscapers, and commercial contractors in Indiana. Nothing runs like a deer. Give them a call at 317-849-0810. 8-0 Mount Vernon. Shelbyville will get the football for the second time tonight. This ball will land inside the 10, and there will be a return. This is Wes Bailey looking for some running room, and Bailey able to get away from tacklers to the outside to the 30, 35, 40, and then run out of bounds. And right there you can see that Mount Vernon, who this year we have seen, they've had difficult times where they just are not able to tackle on special teams. And the way that I'm seeing Wes Bailey, do we have a flag here? Yep, they're going to have a holding penalty against Shelbyville. So Mount Vernon got bailed out by the flag on this one.
Here comes the sign.
He bends over like you, real slow.
He might have had a hurt back.
He might be.
By the way, getting better.
Good.
By next week, goodbye Kano.
And then you'll be ready for the drumstick dash in November.
My goal is to do that one.
All right.
I know that you and Suzanne
going
to do it. Yeah. All you have to do though is dangle that drumstick.
That's what they do. They just right in front of you.
Yeah, right in front of me. Well, I could do that really quick. That 2-mile walk.
Yeah. Hopefully, it's going to be a little nice that day. And
I'm hoping it's not raining. Last year was not good.
That penalty marked them all the way back to the 19-yard line.
Woo!
So Shelbyville starting deep in their own territory, and it'll be a quarterback keeper. Gets a couple out of this one. And looks like Fitzgerald stays in as the quarterback.
Jeremiah Bond on the tackle.
We did not get any information on Shelbyville this week. We did request it, so we're not sure if Gwinnett is hurt or they're just trying to do something different tonight. One receiver split to the right. That'll be Carter Dunnigan. Wes Bailey at the bottom of your screen. He'll be in the slot. Now they'll switch over, and it'll be Martin on the carry for a short gain.
You know, like it or not, this is really kind of smart strategy for Shelbyville. It's just to run the ball, you know, keep your offense on the field as much as possible and maybe shorten this game a little bit.
Well, we mentioned coming in, the only average 9 points per game that have been shut out for the last 10 quarters. That is Martin once again on the carry, and Martin will go down at the 30, but looks like he got the first down. You know, if you look at this Mount Vernon team from a defensive standpoint, that's one area they're really going to have to shore up because they've been known to give up some big yards in their games.
Well, their first 4 losses in the year, they gave up lots of points and a lot of yardage.
Yeah, they sure did.
And I think what got them healthy is offensively they got a quick jump start.
Yeah.
And that helped them a lot during these last 3 games.
Last week they gave up 385 yards to Newcastle. Fumbling the snap, Fitzgerald, here they come, and he's going to go down. That's going to be Davin Williams there to get the stop, but a bad snap, or the quarterback unable just to bring it in.
You know, it's just a tough play. You're positive, and then you're either not concentrating or the ball is not back where you want it. So many things can go wrong with that center quarterback.
And you're almost back to where you started. You're at the 21.
You're at the 21 line. You started at 19.
Yeah. So now it'll be 2nd down and 20.
Looks like they're going to go Twins over here on this side.
Minute 27 to go here in the first. 8-0 Mount Vernon. Bailey in motion. Here comes the blitz. The screen pass read well.
Boy.
And nothing there. And there is Brogan again.
He read that from the line of scrimmage. He read that from his eyes.
So Brogan doing it on both sides of the football. Now it's going to be 3rd and long. Football placed at the 20. They lose a yard on that play. Quarterback took a pretty good shot on that last one as well, that being Grantland Fitzgerald. That is Wes Bailey in the slot to the right.
Quarterback.
Almost fumbled it again. The late pitch on the carry out to the 30, and that'll be Martin.
Was that pitch behind or in front of him?
I'd have to see it again.
Because if that's a pitch, that's a forward pass, correct?
Yes. It's going to be shy of the first down, though.
I think going to run out the quarter.
Going to be 4th down and 11. And I think you're right. Looks like Shelbyville's going to go ahead and let it run out. Period number 1 in the books. Mount Vernon leads at 8-0.
Piece of equipment you can trust. One that's easy to use. No matter the size of the job, you want to create a feeling worthwhile, something you can use for every job. For over 60 years, Reynolds has been a community staple, ensuring our customers powerful implements and top quality care and service. You need something that's in it for the long haul. Visit Reynolds Farm Equipment, your hometown John Deere dealer, today at reynoldsfarmequipment.com. Get a gator that will get you where you need to go. Something you can get in and go with plenty of space. Be ready to tackle any terrain, large or small. When you choose Reynolds, you choose reliability. A guaranteed great customer experience and relationship from the moment you walk in. Come in and see for yourself or visit reynoldsfarmequipment.com.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by the Morales Group. They're in business to create a better future for you, your family, and for the community we share. They can match you with the right career or hire the right candidate. Give them a call at 317-472-7600. 4th down and 11. Golden Bears will punt the football away. Ball lands at around the 50 and will eventually roll to the 48-yard line. Good field position here for Mount Vernon. Also want to thank our special sponsor, and that's Boilermaker Local 374, where they represent highly skilled, highly motivated workers in field construction and metal fabrication in the state of Indiana. When you need a safe, dependable workforce for a new build or an upgrade, maybe facility maintenance, you can count on Boilermaker Local 374 to do the job right the first time. And another big penalty, a face mask penalty against Shelbyville on special teams. See where they'll mark the football when they eventually get this one marked. And there you go. Go that way, guys. I think he's ready to just put the football down and say, let's put it right here. There you go. So at the 47-yard line, and that's where Mount Vernon will take over 1st and 10. See if they'll go Brogan left and Brogan right, because he was kind of quiet other than that last series. Brogan, and they're going to pitch, and it's going to be Joy. Joy's going to throw downfield and overthrows Mason Meyer, who was coming out of the backfield. It wasn't pretty at all from the very beginning, was it?
No, it was not. We got an IndianaSRN sports page update. Morovia leads 14-0 with 3:56 to play, and they are playing Covenant Christian.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10. I am actually a little bit surprised we've seen this much trickery early by Mount Vernon. Man in motion, and it'll be a sweep around the right side by Johnson, and Johnson will get a couple of yards, and that's it. So now it's going to be 3rd down and 8.
Band sounds good tonight, doesn't it?
Sounds very good.
I noticed that Mitchell's dancing with the band. Did you see?
Is he?
Yeah, he went down. He was like a drum major earlier today.
Was he?
Yeah, and Craig was kicking field goals before you got here. He booted one 32 yards.
Really?
Yeah.
If he were on the ESPN, would he have won like $100,000 or something like that?
That's what he told me. He was trying out for Pat McAfee's field goal kicks.
Very good. All right, so a big 3rd and 8, and Mount Vernon taking a lot of time in their personnel.
Well, actually, they had to escort a player off the field because I do believe he lost his head.
So here we go. 2 receivers here to the near side. That is Riker Bear at the bottom of your screen. And they're going to look to throw. Meyer airs it out to the sideline. That's not even close. Intended for Johnson.
He had plenty of time there.
By the way, Mooresville is leading Martinsville 6-0 in the second quarter. On the Morales scoreboard, or is that the sports page scoreboard?
No. Who? Martinsville leads?
No, Mooresville leads Martinsville 6-0 in the second.
That's a surprise.
Didn't I tell you earlier there was thinking upset?
Martinsville's pretty good now.
4th down and 8 as Mount Vernon failing to move the football with excellent field position. This will be a very short kick that will go out of bounds inside the 20. I would imagine that.
Yeah. Greg and I both look at the referee went past the 20. He's got to be at the 22.
Well, it looks like he put it at the 19, right? Nope, he marked it down here. 17.
No, it's got to go up.
We'll wait until they put it down.
Okay.
How's that sound?
Because that ball kicked out, and both officials had a spot.
I don't know anything. I'm just here.
You never wore a white hat before.
No.
19, okay.
19-yard line.
You were right the first time.
Should have stayed with my
I
first
guess
thought.
You should have stayed with your first thought.
All right, it'll be 1st and 10 now for Shelbyville. They've been really mixing it up on offense. See what they have in store here. 11 straight quarters they have not scored. And it'll be Martin on the keeper. Martin 30 to the outside 35 and brought down just shy of the 40-yard line.
Good start for the Bears.
By the way, Noblesville is leading Brownsburg 6-0 in the second quarter. We've done a couple of Brownsburg games.
I'm telling you, Brownsburg, they were down 14-0 last week and end up winning 66-40.
But remember, they escaped 2 games before that.
They did.
Are they primed for an upset before the tournament?
No.
Okay. 1st down and 10. Martin will shift to the left, and it'll be a quarterback keeper. Once again, Fitzgerald brought down after a gain of 3.
My prediction is that Brownsburg will be at Lucas Oil on Thanksgiving Day.
I had a way to jinx them. They appreciate that, Coach.
You know who's going to call me? My brother Kyle will go, thanks a lot. Appreciate it, Coach.
Exactly, yeah. By the way, Bloomington North is leading Columbus North 7-0 in that one. Keep you updated on some of the other games that are going on here. 2nd down and 7.
Late start at Heritage Christian tonight due to senior night. So that game just now starting.
Martin in motion. Fitzgerald, the keeper. Fitzgerald to the 45, trying to get a little help there from Ben Bailey. Zionsville now leading Avon 7-0 in the second quarter. Is this the sports page scoreboard or is this the Morales?
R is the Morales scoreboard. The sports page is the update.
But Morales also gets the red zone.
Yes, they do.
Okay, good. So the red zone is the Morales and our scoreboard.
7 + 3 = 11.
3rd down and 4. Martin on the keeper, and he's going to be shy of the first down.
Okay, I misinformed you. The scoreboard update is the Indiana SR Sports page.
But what's
and the
this
Morales
scoreboard here?
The Indiana SRN.
This one too?
Yes.
Okay.
The 20-yard line, the red zone, is the Morales
okay.
red zone.
Do they know that yet?
Yeah, they just corrected it. I haven't been here for 3 weeks.
If you're totally confused, you're joining the club.
That's exactly right.
We got a timeout. Mount Vernon leads at 8-0.
Looking to elevate your brand? Choose Dynamark, your local one-stop shop for all your print, signs, promo products, apparel, and mailing services. Serving Indianapolis for over 50 years. Dynamark, where strong relationships are built through exceptional service.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us.
We're not going to miss it.
Back once again, it'll be 4th down and 2. Mount Vernon should get excellent field position once again, as Shelbyville will punt it away. And it'll be a very short kick as he shanked it.
Get away from it.
Got a great bounce, though. Second time they've gotten a good bounce.
How many times, though, have you seen players, the ball is rolling, and you're right around the ball?
A lot.
Defensively, we were taught back in the day, if you saw somebody walking around by the ball, you shove them right into the ball. And if you get a penalty, so what? But if they don't call it and they touch it, it's our ball. Go get the ball.
Great play there. I think that worked just great.
Head coach Richard Harpole.
Richard Harpole.
That's what is his name.
What does Richard do now?
Richard is in heaven.
Oh, good, good.
Coached at Thomas Carr Howe.
First down, handoff. It'll be Brogan. Brogan across the 40 ends up dragging tackler Martin for a yard or so.
Dick Harpole. Jim
Harpole.
Harpole. Dick, Jim Irvin, and you got to like this, Jimmy Jam Stewart.
Jimmy Jam Stewart.
That's what we called him, Jimmy Jam. You know why?
Why?
He listened to WTLC. He loved it.
Really?
Yeah. Jimmy Jam.
2nd down and 2. Football across the 41. Here's Brogan again over the right side. He'll get the first down and more. Now, this is kind of what I was talking about earlier,
This is exactly
Coach.
what they've been doing, right?
Just do this.
Yes.
I really don't think you need to be cute with the halfback passes and all that stuff. You know, maybe once in a while, but we've seen a little bit too much. You got a workhorse right here in Brogan. Use him.
And let's feed the dog. Feed him.
Yeah,
let's get him 1,000 yards tonight.
Until somebody stops him. They'll give it back to Brogan again up the middle. Takes a hard hit into Shelbyville territory. Close to the 48-yard line.
Take a look at the standings in the Hoosier Heritage Class Conference. New Pal 5-0. Yorktown, Greenfield, Newcastle, Mount Vernon are all 3-2. Delta 2-3. Pendleton Heights is 1-4, and Shelbyville looking for their first win of the conference.
So down to 7 minutes here in the first half. Meyer will keep it himself.
Stay in bounds,
at the
son.
40, back to the inside, 35-30, has running room.
Payday.
He's to the 20, the 15, 10, 5, and did he get in? Yes, touchdown. Mason Meyer. Great run. You want to keep your mind on the game here?
48-yard run.
48, very good.
Right?
You were paying attention.
Ball was on the 48-yard line, so yes, sir.
That's that Indianapolis Howe math. 14-0.
I'm right. Am I right? Correct? Greg? 48. Thank you. Don't tell me what I don't know.
Hey, look at this formation for the extra point attempt.
This is a drop kick.
And did he get it? No. We haven't seen that in a long time. The drop kick for the extra point, no good. Mount Vernon leads at 14-0.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Passion to Care. They're delivering care with more than 24 years of experience. As a prestige healthcare company, Passion to Care is driven by decades of expertise and a drive to go above and beyond. Give them a call at 317-537-1811. Great run by Mason Meyer to make it a 14-0 ball game. So Shelbyville will get the football back. See if they can do something with it offensively. They've had just one opportunity.
Oh, no, he can't run it back.
He went into the end zone, but they're going to let him run it back. That's going to be Wes Bailey.
No.
Maybe you just thought he went into the end zone. It was just a shadow.
No.
All right, let's see if it goes into the end zone. Oh, this is the touchdown. Nice comeback.
This is when you knew he was going to score. He looked behind, and he's got the angle. Nice job by the official.
Are we going to see that kickoff again? No, we don't have the kickoff. See, so now we can't prove you wrong.
Okay.
I thought he went in the end zone, too. If that makes you feel better.
And I'm sorry. It's just we got to protect kids. Because if he gets hurt, you're liable there. We got to protect kids.
All right, here we go. It'll be Fitzgerald. He'll put Martin in motion. Low snap, and another mistake here by Shelbyville. And they're going to lose yardage on this one. So now it'll be 2nd down and 15.
2nd and 15 from the 10-yard line.
See if the center, I'm trying to see if it's number 58 or 56. Or 74, that's even better. Jack West is the center for Shelbyville. So again, 2nd down and 15. That'll be Bailey in motion, right to left, and a reset in the slot. It'll be a quarterback keeper. Here's Fitzgerald. At the 10, tries to get to the outside and is thrown out of bounds. Well shy of the 1st down, may get about 3 yards, maybe 4. Always depends on the spot of the football. They're going to put it at the 12-yard line. Stopping the clock at 5:49. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Piper Logistics. For more than 2 decades, the seasoned professionals at Piper Logistics have consistently been the trusted allies for all your inventory management, warehousing, fulfillment, and transportation needs. They stand as your comprehensive logistics partner. Give them a call at 317-396-1023. 3rd and 13. Fitzgerald, play action. Going to keep it himself, looking for blockers to the outside. 25, 30 in the 1st down. Mount Vernon's defense giving up another big play here tonight.
The IndianaSRN scoreboard update. Culver leads Heritage Christian 6-0.
That was a gain of 20. We got a whistle and stoppage of play. We've got a timeout on the field. Looks like Mount Vernon will get the timeout. They lead this one 14-0.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
It'll be first down and 10, and there's movement on the left side. Take your pick. They had Martin in the quarterback position, which I guess you could call it the Wildcat.
I always would like to hear the referee go, false start, everybody except me. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Yeah, everybody did jump on the left side.
Hey, my hats off to John Holder, who is watching the Mount Vernon game. John, long time no see. Glad you're listening tonight.
Long time no see?
Yeah, John Holder.
Oh, you haven't seen him for a long time.
Haven't seen him in about a year.
So it's going to be first down and 15 now. Football moved back to the 27-yard line.
That dude had a voice.
Martin on the carry. So I've got a question for you.
Okay.
We know that Shelbyville, their ability to throw the football tonight is very limited apparently, right?
Yes, sir.
Why does Mount Vernon not put 9 people in the box, drop a couple of safeties just in case, and go after the quarterback?
I'll give you an answer.
All right.
You ready?
When?
In 5 minutes and 15 seconds.
You'll tell me that in 5
Yes.
minutes and 15 seconds? Okay.
Okay, I don't know. I
Yeah.
can't tell you.
It just seems that right now when we thought Gwinnett was going to start, and he hasn't. They've thrown one pass so far, and everything else has been either play action, option, fake and run. Now they're going to throw. Fitzgerald dumps this one, and the catch by Bailey, and then Bailey fights toward the first down marker, but he's going to go out of bounds about a yard short.
Needs one.
So now it's going to be third down and 1. That'll stop the clock at 4:44. This will definitely be a running play. You see Fitzgerald right in front of Martin. A lot of black shirts in the box now for Mount Vernon. And there's jumping on the left side. They got Wes Bailey.
Everybody knows.
So instead of third down and 1, it'll be third down and 6. And that definitely changes the play calling here. Tonight's game is also brought to you in part by Dynamark. If you're looking to elevate your brand, choose Dynamark, your local one-stop shop for all your print, signs, promo products, apparel, and mailing services. You can certainly count on them. They've been serving Indianapolis for over 50 years. Dynamark, where strong relationships are built through exceptional service. For more information, give them a call at 317-328-2555. So now you see the Golden Bears.
Tomorrow, college football on the network. Manchester versus Bluffton. You're on the call tomorrow,
I'm
right?
on the call tomorrow.
With John.
Yeah.
John Lester?
Yeah.
Nick as your director and Chuck Levine, your camera.
Oh,
nice
Chuck's,
little crew.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then a slew of games for you next week.
Not for me. I noticed I'm off the entire week. Did you notice that?
I am too.
How does that happen?
I wish I wouldn't schedule myself. Jerry Collins has just texted me. He is watching the Covenant Christian Culver game, the Heritage Christian Culver game. Why?
I don't know.
A graduate of Culver.
Oh, well, good for him. Third down and 6. Carrying the football. Fitzgerald pops out of his hands. It is loose. Either way, it's going to be fourth down if they do get it back. But almost a fumble there by Grantland Fitzgerald. And it's going to be 4th and long. See if the punting unit will come on the field now for the Golden Bears, and that looks like that's going to be the case. So they will punt it away, and plenty of time on the clock here for Mount Vernon to try to get it back in the end zone. One more time.
If you're Mount Vernon, you run the clock out, don't you? Try to run the clock.
I try, yeah. Or I might just try to score quick and see if I can get 2 shots at it. And that'll be a fair catch inside the 45, and they'll take over at the 43-yard line, 1st and 10, Mount Vernon. We'll update you on a lot of the scores going on in this 8th week of high school football. By the way, Ben Davis is now leading Lawrence Central 10-0 in the second quarter. And once we get further updates, we'll pass those along. Brogan, the lone setback. 35 carries last week. Meyer coming off that touchdown run of 48 yards to make it 14-0. Gavin Joy in motion, and he'll reset to the right side. Meyer to throw, going downfield, has his man and dropped it. Riker Bear had a step on the defender and let it go between the fingers. Otherwise, he had 6 right there.
That's when you go back in the huddle and you don't say a thing.
Oh.
That's 6.
Not anymore. He may not get a ball like that the rest of the year, though.
I mean, you notice he didn't go in the huddle?
No.
He went to the sideline, and the quarterback said something to him. And, yes, sir.
2nd down and 10. Did stop the clock. Hand off Brogan. Brogan puts his head down inside the 50 to the 49-yard line. Nice run by Brogan. Still plenty of time at 3:27 in the first half.
I mean, we're not trying to pick on the kid, but he should have had the ball.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why they're called receivers. They catch.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Last time I checked. I bet if they throw it to him again, he won't drop it the next time.
And he wants one.
Yeah. He'd love to redeem himself. 3rd down and 2. Brogan. Big hole. 40. 25, or I should say down to the 25 and 30-yard line. Nice run by Brogan.
Yeah, but I don't like how he carries the football.
So they'll have it under 3 minutes remaining.
Nice crowd on hand tonight. Senior night here at the Marauder Land.
They will play on the road next week. Out in the flat. Now Riker, I just said you would catch the next one. And Riker dropped the next one.
He's taking off the gloves.
Well, you got to do something, right?
Yeah.
Figure, he's going to put him back on. Maybe put him on wrong and he's readjusting them.
All I know is he's looking at the quarterback going, please, one more time.
3rd time's charm, right?
Yes, sir.
2nd down and 10. Again, the football at the 30-yard line. Here comes the pressure. Meyer gets away from one defender. Still on his feet, takes a hard hit and goes down.
Tell you what, the little sophomore's pretty, isn't he?
He is.
I like him.
So it'll be 1st down and 10. Here's Brogan again to the outside, has a lead blocker, cuts back the 10 to the outside, and then finally brought down at about the 5-yard line.
Yep. That's who you give the football to.
That's what I would have done
Run,
from the beginning.
Forrest, run.
He would have had 35 carries by halftime. So it'll be 1st and goal at the 5. Yeah, he's getting it again. I don't care if I have to give it to him 4 more times here. Shelbyville overloading on the right side, and they ran.
Got an update.
Yes.
Evansville Memorial 7, Vincennes-Lincoln 0. Down in Evansville.
I thought that was at Vincennes. Is Vincennes in Evansville?
It's
close.
No, not even close.
No,
it is in Vincennes.
It'll be second.
But it's. Now I'm leaving. Enjoy the halftime show,
Football's
folks.
at the 8-yard line, and the quarterback keeper Meyer breaks 1 tackle, gets inside the 5, down to about the 2.
You know, I really enjoy working with you. All year.
I didn't know where Vincennes was. I'm not from Indiana.
Is this the first time we've worked with Craig all year?
Probably.
I think so. How did he draw the short straw?
3rd down and goal. And
now
Shelbyville jumping up front, or did Mount Vernon move? It's going to be against Shelbyville.
It's going to be 3rd down and 1.
We're going to half the distance. There you saw it, that little step right there.
My umpire used to call that the shimmy.
The shimmy.
Mm-hmm. Culver leads 13-0. That Culver ball looks pretty good.
Meyer. Brogan trying to find running room. He's going to get run down on the outside and lose yardage back to the 6-yard line.
You got to go straight ahead. 4th down. You try for 3 here? Well, you don't have a field goal kicker, do you?
Well, there he is.
There he is.
Rylan Bernard.
Okay, so we had a drop kick. We had a 2-point conversion. And now we have a 22-yard field goal.
Hash mark from the right. It'll actually be 23. Time running out here in the first half of play. The kick is on the way. He looked fine there to me. And it is good. 6 seconds remaining. We'll take a timeout. 17-0 Mount Vernon.
At first, me and my mom were struggling. I was trying to pay the bills and trying to take care of my mom at the same time. When I first heard that I can get paid for taking care of my mom, I was kind of skeptical because I had been doing it for so many years without pay. That's when I reached out to Passion to Care. I read all the reviews and I saw that they were #1 in the field. Passion to Care has really, really changed my life. Right now, I take care of my mom 24/7 thanks to Passion to Care.
You want a piece of equipment you can trust, one that's easy to use. No matter the size of the job, you want to create a feeling worthwhile, something you can use for every job. For over 60 years, Reynolds has been a community staple, ensuring our customers powerful implements, top quality care and service. You need something that's in it for the long haul. Visit Reynolds Farm Equipment, your hometown John Deere dealer, today at reynoldsfarmequipment.com.
Should be the final play here in the first half with 6 seconds remaining. Rylan Bernard hits the field goal to make it a 17-0 ball game. This one a short kick, and it'll be a fair catch. One of the upbacks will make it at the 25-yard line.
Do you try to score here?
Well, yeah. I would.
Okay. I know what I would be doing.
You'd be sitting on the football.
Yeah, I would kneel.
Yeah.
Go in at halftime. You got to feel. If you're Shelbyville, you got to feel pretty good. You're only down 17-0.
Yeah. I agree. But if I'm Mount Vernon, I don't feel very good about how I played in the first half, really. Especially offensively.
I agree.
See if this will be the final play with 6 seconds remaining.
What you don't want to do is give up the ball here.
Hand off. It'll be Martin over the left side, and Martin goes down, and that's going to do it for the first half. Well, from your standpoint, when you look at it, by the way, Shelbyville will get the football to begin the third quarter. We thought maybe Brogan was going to carry the football as many times as he did last week. He had 35 carries in their win against Newcastle. He has not carried the football that much tonight. If you look in the second half, we know that Shelbyville's going to throw the football at some point more if they're going to catch up. But on the other side of it, Mount Vernon, did they just run the football and let Brogan go to work?
That's what I would do.
Yeah.
It baffles me. But, you're up 7. Maybe you go into the game knowing that this game should not be close. And you do we saw a drop kick for an extra point. When's the last time we saw – I think the last time I saw a drop kick is when Jerry Collins did it way back in the day again for Culver.
Back in the 1930s.
That was 34, I think. Yeah. So,
well, we've seen, again, from Mount Vernon, a lot of things you normally aren't going to see. We've seen a couple of halfback passes. We've seen the reverses. We have seen things that you normally don't see in a football game, especially in the first half when the game was still in doubt, and it's still in doubt now. It's 17-0, but just some very unusual things.
2 turnovers and a score and Shelbyville scores 2 touchdowns. They're right back into this thing. They get the ball in the first half, second half. If I'm Shelbyville's coach, I'm telling boys, we lost this first half, but we're not out of this.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Let's see what we're made of, and let's go get it done.
All right, we're at halftime. Mount Vernon leads it 17-0.
High school football fans, welcome back to Friday nights, to pure spirits, to pure sports. Welcome back to high school football.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Friday night. This is Indiana high school football. This is your IHSAA.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
Hi, I'm Matt Wolford, president of the IHSAA Foundation, and we need your help. We need your help so the youth of our community can develop advanced leadership skills. We need your help giving high school administrators and coaches the instruction and insight they need to be better role models and teachers. To learn more or to make a tax-deductible contribution, go to IHSAAfoundation.org. You'll not only be contributing to the foundation of the IHSAA, you'll be contributing to the foundation of our community.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 160,000 participants here in Indiana who take part in high school sports.
Never miss a big game by downloading the IHSAA TV app for free on any device. For your iPhone or Apple TV, check the App Store. On your Android or Android TV device, load up the Google Play Store. Have a Roku or Amazon Fire Stick? We have the app for you. Check us out on Facebook Live, Twitter, or YouTube Live by searching for IHSAA TV. Or as always, click to IHSAATV.org for quick and easy access to your favorite IHSAA live and archived events.
You're good at making big announcements. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana High School Sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
You're good at keeping the car clean. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
It is halftime with the score 17-0, Mount Vernon over Shelbyville. As we see the Mount Vernon Marauders band, they are in regionals this week. Let's take about 3 minutes and let's listen to the band.
Where your wildest fantasies become reality. A journey into the realm of lucid dreams.
Mount Vernon band performing here at halftime of the Shelbyville Mount Vernon game. Don't forget, this is week 8, week 9 next week. Loaded games for you next week right here on IndianaSRN. Let's take a look at the Morales scoreboard. Southmont leads Leadman 14-0. Lawrence Central and Ben Davis. Ben Davis leads 17-0. Brownsburg and Noblesville 15-0. Noblesville. Elwood and Oak Hill. Oak Hill leads 7-0. Hamilton Southeastern and Franklin Central. Franklin Central leads 7-3. Tipton and Hamilton Heights 7-7. Taylor Titans and Tri Central 7-0 Taylor. Owen Valley and South Putnam leads 40-7. Greencastle and Cascade. Cascade leads 42-9. Martinsville leads Morrisville 13-12 at halftime. Greenwood and Franklin 14-14. Logansport and Western. Logansport leads 28-0. North Montgomery 32. Frankfort 6. Crawfordsville 0. Tri-West 35. Brown County and North Putnam. North Putnam leads 28-0. North Decatur and Edinburgh. North Decatur leads 48-0. Alexandria and Madison Grant 32-3. Madison Grant. Newcastle and New Powell. New Powell leads 28-6. Lutheran leads Speedway 28-7. Beech Grove and Triton Central. Triton Central leads 28-12. Eastern Hancock and Shenandoah 14-0. And a big game, Lawrence North taking on Center Grove 17-7. We'll take a 2-minute break. When we come back, more scores for you right here on IndianaSRN.
Victor, how about something new? You played this last year.
Come on, get your head out of your sacks.
Shh, we're trying to hear.
Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorites.
I get her, not solo.
You see what I did?
Yeah.
Come on.
I'm Keith Myers, Vice President of IndianaSRN. Thanks for joining us. Do you know IndianaSRN broadcasts 350 games a year? All sorts of sports? Yeah, we do. Hard to believe, isn't it? IndianaSRN loves to put student athletes first on our website. If you're a business out there, we probably could help you too. Contact us at coach@indianasrn.org. Grandma from out of state thanks you. Mom and Dad who can't get to the game thanks you as well. In fact, our athletes watch the games over and over again. Our military has enjoyed the games as well. So sit back and enjoy the game. It's IndianaSRN. High school football brought to you by our good friends at Reynolds Farm Equipment, Passion to Care, Boilermaker 374, Wheeler Mission, Bertner Electric, Morales Group, McGinley Wrights Financial, Indiana Labor District Council, and the Indiana Sports page. Don't forget the Indiana Sports page. We'll have every single score in the state of Indiana tomorrow morning, probably about 6 o'clock. Troy gets up about 5 to milk the cows on his farm and then does the sports show. And you've done that the last, 4, 5, 6, 7 years now?
Total?
Yeah.
15.
15.
And I not only milk the cows, but I also clean the house, do the dishes, all that stuff before anybody gets up.
All before 9 o'clock?
Yes.
Yep.
Eat breakfast, feed the animals, in the house besides the cows and stuff outside.
Okay. While we have this time, why don't you tell people how they can help sponsor a game on IndianaSRN as we're looking for sponsors for sectional play?
Here's how you do that.
Okay.
Keith Myers. If you will just go to IndianaSRN.org, you can direct your donation to a specific school or hit that donate button. And we would prefer that if you hit the donate button, it's for thousands of dollars if you can. Because the more games that we have, the more opportunities we have for our student athletes, and that's what we do at IndianaSRN.
Over the 6 years we have done web TV, over 1.3 million viewers. It's the sponsor dollars goes very well, and we want to thank you in advance for doing that. Halftime show, as you saw the band, they were performing in their regionals, a couple years ago, well, more than a couple years ago, but a few years back. On a rainy night, they would come and they would perform on a muddy football field. They've come a long way. And band competition over the past years have vastly improved as well.
Well, when the first thought of doing turf fields, I'm sure a lot of people are like, wow, you're going to spend $1 million, $2 million, whatever it is from the beginning, and then you have to replace it every, 15 years or so.
About 15.
But the idea was that it can be multi-purpose. So you have the band, you have soccer, you have, in a lot of instances, lacrosse, you have football. You remember the JVs play on there. Baseball can go out there during the times where maybe they can't get on the field. Maybe they have a grass field and it's rain, but they can practice. And that's been kind of the idea, that it's multi-purpose. And when you do that, it serves everybody. PE classes go out there. And so it's just a great thing to have for all the schools that can do it.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Volleyball season will end on Tuesday of next week as the sectionals begin next weekend. We just did the City Final Alliance. Cathedral won their Jubilee 7th straight City Alliance. We will have 2 semi-states for you this year, Martinsville and down at Columbus East. Really good volleyball this fall.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, in depending on where you're looking, there are such excellent top of the teams when you think about the top 5, the top 10 in all the classes. And we saw Ron Colley earlier this year beat Hamilton Southeastern, who was number 1 in the Z ratings overall at that time. Now Roncalli's jumped up there because of the season they've had, but we're going to see some really good teams when we end up in Columbus and at Martinsville, and it's going to be top-notch volleyball. And if you watch where a lot of these young players are going, we're talking about top programs, and we're talking about around the country, not just in the state of Indiana. So this is a big-time volleyball state, and you're going to find out.
And now with the professional volleyball team that will start in January in Fishers, it's going to be a lot of fun watching those. A lot more information coming your way from us with them. It's going to be kind of cool. We're going to take a break. When we come back, Troy and I will have the keys for the second half right after this. You're watching high school football on IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat.
Can't make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.IndianaSRN.org and tune in to all of the live action, or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
We never really realize how much we depend on electricity until the power goes out. Get those lights back on when you choose the certified electricians at Bertner Electric Incorporated. Locally owned and operated, we are a member of the Better Business Bureau and provide only the highest quality of customer service. For more information, give us a call today.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Yes. 17-0 here at halftime as we await the two teams to get the 3-minute warm-up time in.
41-7 coming to Christian over, 41-7 Moravia over Covenant Christian. Please forgive me. Culver leads Heritage Christian 13-0, and Evansville Memorial leads Vincennes 7-0. Those are on our sister network. Remember, the IHSAA football game of the week this week is Manchester versus Bluffton. Kickoff is at 1:30, and pregame at 1:15.
Yes.
Thank you.
By the way, last week,
yes,
there were a lot of big performances.
Oh, yes.
And I've got to point one out especially, and that was Brebeuf. They had 3 players. Listen to the numbers they put up in their game. Maverick Geske, 17 of 25, 542 yards and 6 touchdowns. C.J. Harris ran for 318 yards and 4 scores. Those are numbers that are on more of a video game than you would see regular football. Brebeuf just absolutely can put it together when you talk about their offense.
You talk about that Brebeuf game, though. C.J. Harris ran for 318 yards, 4 touchdowns on 20 carries. But better than that, Micah Mint from Indian Creek set the school record with 341 yards rushing, 4 touchdowns on a 44-7 win over Tech High School. And then I like this one. Bo Polston from Decatur Central went 11 for 15, 212, 3 touchdowns. Decatur Central win over Greenwood 44-7. It's really great performances. And if you follow us on Twitter, you will see the top 5 scores of the week, the longest touchdowns on the week, and in soccer, the best goals in the week. You should check out our Twitter at IndianaSRN.
All right, let's talk about the second half. It'll be Shelbyville getting the football to get things underway here in the third quarter. They threw the ball twice, 1 completion. They ran the football the rest of the time, had a couple of misplays from the center to quarterback snap. We saw them switching between Martin and Fitzgerald. Martin would come in and take the snaps, more of a, I don't know if you want to call it a quarterback situation between him and Fitzgerald, but they've both been taking snaps in this offense.
Well, if I'm Mount Vernon and the coaching staff, I'm happy that I'm up 17-0. I'm not very happy that I had 2 players who had the ball dead to rights in their hands that could have scored to make this a very interesting contest and almost make this out of control. But, you can't fault that they're ahead. It's just I don't think if they play this way, first round sectional, I really don't think they can win a game.
Yeah, and you're speaking of Mount
Mount
Vernon.
Vernon, yes.
Well, and that depends on who they play for sure.
That's true. But, I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think Roncalli might be in that sectional.
Well, and the thing is they got to shore up on defense.
Yeah.
Even though Shelbyville hasn't scored, there were some plays that were made, and then they shot themselves in the foot. And one thing that Mount Vernon will have to do is they got to do a better job of tackling on the football. So here we go, as that will go into the end zone for the touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 20-yard line. Wes Bailey attempting on the return. So let's see what adjustments are made. And Fitzgerald, I thought at times ran the ball well. When Martin ran the football, he ran it well at times. And so I would anticipate you're going to see them run the football even more here in the second half.
I don't see them throwing the ball much in the second half.
I don't. And we don't know. Again, Gwinnett was scheduled to be the starter. He has started games this year, but maybe they just feel at this stage they're going to shake things up a little bit and go now with either Fitzgerald or Martin. Martin more out of the Wildcat, as we said a little bit ago, and Fitzgerald more out of the shotgun as the quarterback. So first down and 10, again, the football at the 20-yard line. And there you see the shift right there, and they're going to put Fitzgerald in motion, and Martin will get the carry, and he may get a yard out of it. A lot of misdirection is what Shelbyville's trying to do now to kind of shake things up a little bit offensively. As we said, they didn't score again. They're now 12 straight quarters where they haven't scored. And you can kind of tell the play that's coming in from the sidelines doesn't really involve the receivers too much. It's
almost like a sugar huddle.
Mm-hmm. And just get in there and let Martin and Fitzgerald take it from there. Will be a man in motion, keeper by the quarterback Fitzgerald, and he's going to be brought down. And right now the best defensive player is Brogan.
And you can't argue that he's probably the best offensive player that they've had.
Yeah. Like I said earlier in the first half, he'd be a guy right now. I'd just give him the football until they stopped him. And they really haven't shown, other than that one play to the outside, but between the tackles, they have not shown they can stop him.
And we talked to that young man, and he's not committed to go anywhere yet.
No, not that I know of. So it's going to be 3rd down and 8. Definite passing down normally. Bailey in motion, and then there's movement on the near side. Boy, the mistakes that you make as Dunnigan jumps off sides, that's the difference between a football team that could be 4-3 or 500 or even undefeated. You can't be making those little mistakes.
And a lot of that just mental.
Back in the ball game there for Shelbyville will be Jackson Myers. He is only a sophomore. So 3rd and long. Martin is the lone setback. Fitzgerald will look to throw. And now he's going to tuck it under. He's looking. Here comes the pressure, and he's got to get rid of it. He's trying to find room here. And guess what? Nobody's tackling him.
Oh, don't throw the ball.
Oh, my. That was interesting.
He ran for his life. Great defense by the
Well, I actually
backs.
think they should have caught him over here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah, Jonas Schroeder ends up getting the tackle. 4th and 13. And you can tell Fitzgerald is frustrated.
He is.
But there was nobody open downfield. So they will punt it away, and depending, again, as we said before, where the football lands, they should have good field position.
He's fortunate he did not get intercepted.
Yeah, another yard or so closer, and it would have been an interception on that last play. So Mount Vernon will get it back. The snap a little bit off the mark, but they'll get the kick away. But this is a very short kick and a fair catch.
At the 33.
See where they spot the football. 33-yard line. Look at you and your eyes.
It's my math.
I know.
It's that Thomas Carr Howe High School math.
Thomas Carr Howe. They taught you well, didn't they?
Indiana
So
Central.
how far was the punt?
33 yards.
It wasn't that far.
Well, he was at the end. He was in the.
But it comes from the line of scrimmage.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I don't know that this is the first time I've ever done this game.
Oh.
Entertainment is free for you.
Yes,
folks.
it is. All right, first down here for Mount Vernon. Marauders trying to add to their 17-0 lead. Swing pass here to the near side. That's going to be Bear on the catch. He'll get inside the 30. They gave Riker that time a little shorter one. You notice that? Listen, Riker, we're going to give you a short pass, and you can handle it from there. We'll send you long later.
Okay.
Since you dropped a couple of them earlier.
But he caught that one.
He did catch it. Second down and 6.
He needed to catch that one.
And flags fly. And what do we have here? Oh, they're going to wave it off. Boy, we've seen that a lot lately, haven't we?
I told my crew back in the day, if you throw a flag, do not let me pick that up. Make sure you see what you see.
Yeah. All right, trips to the right. Second down and 6. Handoff will be to Brogan. Brogan to the 20, to the 25. Still on his feet, breaking tackles inside the 10-yard line. Great run by Brogan.
He's a bowling ball. He just bing, 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 bing everything.
Well, as I said earlier, until they found a way to stop him between the tackles,
you just keep going.
I keep feeding him. So it'll be first and goal. I'm going to put it at the 8-yard line.
High school sectional finals of soccer tomorrow.
The option and the pitch to Brogan. Brogan able to bring it down inside the 5 and into the end zone. A flag is down. See if they'll keep it, and we've got a holding penalty against Mount Vernon. That'll take off the touchdown.
They're going to call that on the quarterback.
One thing for sure, Mount Vernon just at times can look really good, and at other times just not very sharp. And you're 8 games into the season here.
Might be one of the reasons why you're 3-4.
Yeah.
But I like the 3-game winning streak.
I do too. All right, first and goal now outside the 10. Brogan on the carry. Brogan, again, looking for running room, will be brought down near the 6. I got to give it to him again because you just had my touchdown taken away.
You took my touchdown.
Yeah, give it back to him. So it'll be second down and goal. Brogan now lined up to the left of Mason Meyer. Well, they're going to hand it off and try and end around. And on the carry into the end zone and the score, that'll be Demarion Johnson. Johnson almost got dumped in the backfield for the loss, but able to break tackles and get in for the score. Take another look at it. Brogan had that lead block to the inside that helped Johnson get to the end zone. So now the extra point.
Oh, no drop kick this time?
Rylan Vennard. Maybe they wanted to see if he could do it. His leg is just fine. We saw him earlier. Kick is on the way. It is good. 8:14 remaining here in the third. 24-0 Mount Vernon.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter @IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Officially Human. Their mission is to restore respect to game officials and recognize them as authorities on the field and the court. Do your part and practice good sportsmanship. If we don't have officials, we will not play. And also want to thank Indiana Labor's District Council, the 12,000 Hoosier men and women with Labor's District Council and affiliated local unions that build Indiana. We are LiUNA. 24-0. Shelbyville will get the football back. Shot themselves in the foot on their last drive. Let's see if they can put something together here with the remaining 8:14. That kick will sail into the end zone for a touchback. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 20. Do you have something to say? No? You know, I always open it up for you. I quiet down, you talk. That's how it goes. Play-by-play, color. Go ahead.
The draw for the tournament is this Sunday.
Yeah, very good.
6 p.m., right after the Colts game. Or I should just say right after the Colts loss. You can tune into the IHSAA Zinger.TV. I'm frustrated with the Indianapolis Colts.
Are you?
Yes. Though I like Joe Cool.
You like Joe Flacco, do you?
He's the best.
All right. All right, 1st down and 10. Martin will move into the Wildcat. He'll take the snap and looking for running room. It gets about 3 out of this one. Shelbyville will finish out the regular season against Pendleton Heights. Mount Vernon will be on the road at Yorktown in their final contest.
Yes. Mr. Wilhelm, Coach Wilhelm.
When I become the Supreme Emperor, though,
yes,
not everybody will qualify for the playoffs.
Oh, it'll be like Illinois.
Yeah, and most other states.
There is a team in Illinois that is undefeated that may not be eligible for the tournament because their strength of schedule.
There you go. 2nd down and 7. The handoff to Martin. Not much there.
I would not understand if I go 9-0 and I don't qualify because you say I don't play a strength of schedule. I went undefeated. It's hard to win football. It's hard to win. So why are you
maybe they played a lot of Sisters of the Poor.
No, but you won 9 games.
Well,
Emperor.
Why don't you talk to Illinois about that? I'm not in Illinois.
Well, you got me on my soapbox now.
3rd down and 7. All I think is, though, the regular season's got to mean something. Conference championships are fine, but you got to qualify. The direct snap to Martin. He's going to be shy of the 1st down.
Can we finish this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, you win a conference championship. You've done something.
Yeah.
You play in a conference. That should be your strength of schedule. Doesn't matter that you have 5 or 6 teams the same schedule you have. You won a conference championship. That's your strength of schedule.
What if you play in a really bad conference?
It doesn't matter. You still played.
Why do we have Sagarin ratings?
Wait a minute. If IU, good example. If IU is 6-0, they're eligible for a bowl, right?
Right.
Doesn't matter who they play.
Doesn't mean it's going to be a good bowl, though. Here's the punt.
I'm glad we have 6-10 to talk about this in 12 more minutes.
It'll be down to the 44-yard line. Before you give us anything else,
yes,
want to remind everybody that tonight's game is brought to you in part by Family Source Insurance. Pat Cherry is your independent agent representing Ohio Mutual Insurance. Call him for coverage at 317-894-7000.
Today's broadcast is copywritten and produced by IndianaSRN and the Indiana High School Athletic Association. Any audio or video without express written permission of IndianaSRN or the IHSAA is strictly prohibited.
There are formulas in states like Colorado,
don't
California, Kentucky, and all. There's formulas for all of that. We'll find out what the formulas are and see if we can satisfy your needs. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line for Mount Vernon. Meyer to throw, swing pass to the outside. Ball is going to be caught by Gavin Joy. How about Gavin getting some extra yardage there? Refused to go down.
Last breath for this one. the best way that the association could do the tournament with everybody in it is seed it. Seed the sectionals.
I'll take that for now.
Okay.
And then we'll change it later.
Okay.
Here's the other thing about
we're done.
No, we got to talk about one. I got to ask you one thing. You're talking about, let's say that I'm out of the, I don't know, let's make up a conference, the MAC, and your team goes undefeated at 12-0 or 13-0 in the regular season. 2nd down and 7. I'll get back to my point. Meyer rolling, throwing, airing it out, and there's a flag down.
Good call.
And that's going to be interference the other way on Fitzgerald. Pass intended there for Johnson. My only point is the MAC could have an undefeated team, and yet they will not get invited to that tournament of 12 at the very end because they play in the MAC. Right? Bless you.
Well, you have to be in the top 12 conferences to qualify that, and you know that going in.
Well, there aren't 12 conferences anymore. You have to be a Power 5.
Okay.
But why is that fair then for the MAC not to be in part of that when they went undefeated? Because they don't get the respect because they play in a weak conference.
This is a 15-yard penalty.
I'm not saying it's fair. I'm not saying all the formulas out there are probably fair, but you got to make the regular season mean something. All right, 1st down football at the 39.
That's why we work together so well, Troy. Want to thank Toby Reisner, who is watching the ball game tonight. Christopher Worley. Blake Shelfin.
1st down and 10 at 5:16 remaining. Brogan in the backfield, and it'll be Brogan. One thing about Brogan, he is a much better running back when he just tries to stay between the tackles and follow those linemen. When he tries to bounce a lot of the times to the outside, he'll end up getting caught and he tries to come back inside. He should just stay between the tackles. Anybody else you want to talk about or any other subjects you want to talk about?
Right now I'm doing really well.
Well, we got the shot clock coming in high school basketball.
We'll talk about that during basketball season, not during football season.
2nd down. They'll throw. Intercepted.
6.
And on the interception on a bad throw right into the awaiting arms of number 42, which was Julian Eads, the middle linebacker, and a turnover there for Mount Vernon.
You got to love to see that successful through that kid. Watch this play. Here's the quarterback. He threw it right in the arms.
I think that pass was intended for Gavin Joy, but it was way off the mark. So it'll be 1st down football at the 34.
The only thing I would suggest that for high school football, I know there's only 5 officials. I think we need to extend that to 6. I know that we have a shortage of officials, but the game is getting very quick, and I think we're missing some plays.
Okay, we're going to talk about that in a second. Okay, football at the 34-yard line. In the backfield, Fitzgerald on 1st down. That'll be Martin in motion. They'll fake the handoff. Fitzgerald looking to throw, and ball's going to be dropped. Wes Bailey had it at the 20, and he saw, well, maybe have heard some footsteps there.
What's his number?
Bailey?
Yeah.
Number 2. Oh, you're talking about on the other side, too, we had Riker Bear, number 2. You don't want to be wearing number 2 tonight.
Yeah. It might be the rain that we didn't have rain today.
No, we didn't have rain. Maybe they watered the turf.
You know, I got a football story about that.
I bet you do.
Oh.
2nd down and 10. If you want to add another official, where are we going to find all these officials since we got a shortage?
That's the problem. Yeah. We may not be able to.
All right, we got a timeout. 24-0 Mount Vernon.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Well, after the timeout, 24-0 Mount Vernon. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Mount Vernon getting that timeout to talk with the defense. You can see their head coach, Coach Liddy, out there talking with them. So let's see what adjustments they'll make here. That is Ben Bailey, who resets to the left. The option in the pitch. Here's Martin. Martin trying to bounce to the outside 30. He'll be shy of the first down marker. They're going to put him down at the 29-yard line. Mount Vernon's going to call another timeout. Back-to-back timeouts. We'll keep it here for this one and remind you, tonight's game brought to you in part by Aspen Creek Grill. Why go anywhere else for delicious food and great service? We always talk about that football show that we had back in August. Seems like it was just yesterday.
Man, was the food good there?
I wouldn't know. I didn't have any. You guys ate it all before I could even get any. Did you notice that? Aspen Creek Grill, great food and great service. I keep reminding you about that.
You know, our buddy Mike Bennett, maybe he should cater our basketball show. That's the basketball meeting we have on Sunday.
Oh, we have a meeting on Sunday?
It is mandatory.
Mandatory. Then I'm going to keep a list of who doesn't show up.
Trust me, you're not going to be the only one.
2 straight defensive timeouts here by Mount Vernon in this third quarter. So it'll be 3rd down and 5. Bailey in motion. Fitzgerald, the quarterback keeper, bouncing to the outside. Can he get enough? And he will go down at about the 33-yard line. Gavin Joy, one of the first ones in there to help make the stop, along with Jonah Schroeder. And he's going to be shy of a first down at the 27-yard line. He'll have to get to the 24. So 4th down and 3. That's kind of unusual to see 2 defensive timeouts back to back.
I think Coach was trying to make a point. You got to give this to you got to keep this. This got to be a quarterback sneak.
Or Martin. And before
timeout.
We've got our 3rd timeout in this last minute or so, this time by Shelbyville. We'll take a timeout as well. Mount Vernon leads at 24-0.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Vernon Electric Incorporated is fully licensed and bonded electrical contractor for your protection. Our electricians are available 24/7 for service calls and specialize in electrical service and storm damage repair. For more information, give us a call today.
Get a Gator that will get you where you need to go. Something you can get in and go with plenty of space. Be ready to tackle any terrain, large or small. When you choose Reynolds, you choose reliability. A guaranteed great customer experience and relationship from the moment you walk in. Come in and see for yourself or visit Reynolds.
So a 4th down and 3 now for Shelbyville. Fitzgerald rolling. Here they come. He gets rid of it in time, and it's going to fall incomplete. Pass intended for Ben Bailey. And the 4th down play comes up empty, and Mount Vernon will take over.
Got a halftime score for you. Culver leads Heritage Christian 16-6 at halftime. Monrovia leads Covenant Christian 41-7, and that started the third quarter.
There you see the offense back out once again. By the way, Martinsville is now leading Mooresville 13-12 in the third. Mooresville trying to pull off an upset there. Ritter now leading Cecina 14-7. They're at halftime. 1st down and 10, man in motion. They'll fake the handoff. Ball caught. That'll be Bear on the reception to the outside. Got the 1st down. Nice catch and run. He caught it.
He caught the ball. Good catch. He did. He did change gloves.
He did.
He taped his gloves on, though. Maybe that's what he did. The white tape is
good idea. So it'll be first down and 10, Marauders. The quarterback keeper by Meyer.
Run upfield, son.
Across the 40, he's going to make something positive out of that run.
He will learn. I kind of, if he could grow about 3 or 4 more inches and maybe put on another 15 pounds.
Yeah, he's only
as
a
a
sophomore.
junior. Yeah, as a junior, he could.
Lutheran now leading Speedway 35-7.
Nat Lutheran is a good ball club.
Yes, they are. I think that loss earlier in the year probably helped them quite a bit. Brogan again between the tackles across the 50. Look at the legs, continue to churn. Finally brought down. A flag is going to come down as well. Could be a face mask at the end of the play.
They're going to put 15 more yards on top of this.
He's making me look really good.
I don't know how many yards he has, but he's got to be close to at least 100.
He's making me look good.
Well, you said he was going to be pretty good today.
Everything between the tackles.
Yeah.
He loves between the tackles. Noblesville and Brownsburg tied at 15 in the third.
That's when Brownsburg was down 15-0 at halftime.
How about this score?
Okay.
Warren Central taking their frustrations out on Carmel 25-3 in the third. Carmel is they're going to be 3-5.
Wow.
Who would have thought that?
Well, when you get Carmel down, you just – because they're not going to stay long. They're not going to stay down long.
Slap them around a little bit.
Yeah.
Huh? Penalty is going to be marked off all the way to the 22-yard line. Westfield leading Fishers 25-0 in their contest. Here's Brogan again. See, Brogan, you look at that run right there. He's better if you don't make him go east and west. You want him to go north
and south.
Just go north. Just go.
He's probably tired. He hasn't been out of the game. He's gone two-way.
Well, he went 2 ways last week and carried the ball 35 times.
But I'm telling you, he might be tired. He might need a blow.
He's young.
Okay.
Second down and 11. Plainfield now leading Whiteland 15-7 in the third quarter. Brogan able to cut back inside the 20.
That better?
I still think if you just hand it off to him and let him pick that gap, he can pick probably the B gap or the C gap, either one. But you don't need to go to the outside. He doesn't need to. You know, when I was at Wyoming, we just gave it to our fullback and let him run it.
Because they had you as the quarterback,
exactly.
And they knew you're never going to get the ball.
Yeah. Lawrence North now leading Center Grove 20-7.
That's big.
Here's a little option kept by Meyer. Throws toward the end zone and overthrows Riker Bear and had him wide open again. Riker's thinking, here I am wide open, and the pass was too far off the mark, and now we got 4th down and 5. This would be 4-down territory for sure.
No, they're going to kick the field goal.
34-yard attempt. Rebuff is now leading Bloomington South 33-22 in a high-scoring affair on that one.
The way this official is coming to the other official, I think you may have unsportsmanlike conduct.
Against Shelbyville.
Sideline warning. But when he threw that flag, he didn't seem to be a happy camper.
So, again, the football will be placed at the 24-yard line, a 34-yard attempt. It is up, and it is good. 1:06 to go here in the third. Mount Vernon leads at 27-0.
looking to elevate your brand? Choose Dynamark, your local one-stop shop for all your print, signs, promo products, apparel, and mailing services. Serving Indianapolis for over 50 years. Dynamark, where strong relationships are built through exceptional service.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Clean Slate. Find your future in the cloud. They are a technology consulting firm specializing in custom-built, modern applications and products that deliver greater agility, faster speed to innovation, and the resiliency to handle whatever the future throws your way. Give them a call at 866-885-3249.
There's the white hat if you want to be an official. We need officials. Be great if you want to get involved.
Well, your hip is healing up. Why don't you, your back, why don't you do it again?
Who would do the games with you on Friday night?
You can find somebody. And then we could point you out as you're running up and down the field. And if you throw your flag and didn't mean to, do you think we'd be nice to you?
No. No. I don't think my wife could live another year if I went back to officiating.
All right. 27-0, and the kickoff into the end zone again.
Would it be inappropriate if I wished her a happy anniversary on our broadcast?
No.
Celebrated 20 years this year.
20 years. Congratulations. Did you take her anywhere?
I did. I took her to Olive Garden for dinner.
Good.
Yep. Yep.
Did you get as much cheese on your stuff as you could?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, extra cheese.
Yeah. I forget what I had to eat. Oh, I had a chicken Alfredo.
Oh, very good. Yeah.
And then the next day, I took her to Red Lobster.
Wow.
Because we celebrated another anniversary.
No kidding.
Mm-hmm. And it was 20 years.
No kidding. Wow. First down and 10.
God has been good to me.
Yes, he has. Low snap, Fitzgerald will keep it himself. That was a good fake to Martin.
It was. Faked me out.
Down under a minute to go here in the third. This will be, if they don't score, this will be 13 quarters now for Shelbyville without points on the board.
I forgot to add that to my tote. It was 8-0 at the 4:10 mark of the first quarter. And we'll recap the rest of that.
So it'll be second down and 4. Handoff Martin. Martin got mugged right there at the line of scrimmage. Big 56, Christian Kiptu. Haven't called his name too much tonight.
I think that's going to end the quarter there, sir.
So we will head to the final 12 minutes. Mount Vernon on top of this one, 27-0.
We're not here to just sell you another piece of software and then move on. We're here to manage that whole life cycle of not only helping you procure the licensing, but then how do you manage and monitor those licenses over time.
Collaboration is very key when working with our clients. We are very much a partnering organization, so we definitely work as a team from a sales, marketing, and delivery organization, along with our partner ecosystem to help deliver best-of-breed solutions for our partners and customers.
Partners that sell IBM licensing a lot of times are very transactional oriented, and we're here to build relationships with customers, which I think is unique.
Fourth quarter action coming up here on IndianaSRN, brought to you in part by Wheeler Mission. For over 131 years, Wheeler Mission has been a pillar in the Indianapolis community, providing help, hope, and healing to people in need. If you'd like to volunteer, don't forget the Drumstick Dash coming up in November. Give them a call at 317-686-6239. You can also sign up for the Drumstick Dash on their website. Love to see you there in Broad Ripple. All right, it'll be third down and 5 Fitzgerald to throw. Ball complete to the outside and out of bounds. Wes Bailey. Good enough for a first down for the Golden Bears. Of course, next week we only have a couple of games on tap, and Keith and I have pretty much the entire week off.
Next Saturday, though, however, we have 7.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Couple doubleheaders.
Oh, wow, it'll be a busy, busy day.
Yes, sir.
Fitzgerald to Martin. Big hole over the right side. 40 and another 10-yard run for a first down.
Last week of the season, 2, and then sectionals 5, and then we'll carry you all the way through the state finals with high school playoff football.
And by November, it'll be chillier, and next week it's going to get colder, if you don't know that by now.
And there is 107-plus basketball games, plus a few more to be added to our schedule.
First down and 10 for the Golden Bears. Martin in the backfield. Handoff Martin. Has a nice blocker in front of him thanks to Ben Bailey. The tight end gets him out to the 50.
This is the best drive they've had all night.
Well, they know that they're going to have to find a way to balance out their attack at some point in their last game to get ready for the tournament. Because running the football against some of those teams in sectional play can get pretty difficult.
Yes.
So it'll be second down and about 3. Martin on the carry once again. He'll get about a yard, maybe 2. They're going to spot the football at the 49. So now we're looking at third down. They'll have to get to the 46 for the first down. Mount Vernon going to try to get a little bit bigger than there's 76 coming in. That's going to be Zach Brewer at 275. Anticipating another run here by Shelbyville. Fitzgerald once again at quarterback out of the shotgun, and he'll keep it himself. Over the left side to the outside, got the first down. The cutback and gets a hard hit at about the 40-yard line, but another nice run by Grantland Fitzgerald.
Nice read by Fitzgerald. Very nice read.
Well, Shelbyville is not going to win this game tonight, but if they can find a way, I mean, I'll tell you what, I like the attack of Martin and Fitzgerald. If they can find a way to add a little bit to the passing attack. They've had a couple of opportunities, but nothing really downfield. That's the one thing they haven't been able to do is stretch that Mount Vernon defense out a little bit. They have to work quick here as the play clock beginning to run down. Fitzgerald looks to throw. This time he's going to air it out near sideline and can't quite hit Wes Bailey. Bailey had coverage there by Riker Bear.
I like how they went for the home run right there, though.
And that's how you end up loosening up that defense a little bit. They can't all play in the box. If you can spread them out just even a yard or two, and it might give you more ability to run the football. So it's going to be second down and 10. That'll be Ben Bailey, the tight end, resetting to the right. Handoff to Martin. Martin cannot get to the outside, and a nice open field tackle by Davon Williams. One thing that you look at Mount Vernon, Coach, and we talked about it earlier, they really don't do a very good job of open field tackling. And we saw that in a couple of instances over the first 3 quarters.
They don't wrap very well.
No, they don't. So 3rd and 10 now for the Golden Bears. Once again, Fitzgerald out of the shotgun. looking to his right. Now looking back, takes the hit, fumbles the football. Is he able to get it back? I don't think so, the way that Mount Vernon is celebrating, and it's going to be Jonas Schroeder able to come up with a loose ball on the fumble there by Fitzgerald.
And Fitzgerald is still down on the ground.
And that won't be good news. Taking a look at the fumble here, really loose with the football. Now he looks back to his left, Coach, and there was nothing there.
And knocked it right out of his hand, and looks like he might have got the wind knocked out of him.
So he remains down. And Mount Vernon will get the football back at 8:20 remaining here in the fourth quarter. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back in just a moment.
Looking to elevate your brand? Choose Dynamark, your local one-stop shop for all your print, signs, promo products, apparel, and mailing services. Serving Indianapolis for over 50 years. Dynamark, where strong relationships are built through exceptional service.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Well, they lose Fitzgerald. He not only plays at the quarterback position, ran the football pretty well tonight, but he's also on defense, so you lose a two-way starter. And now you're hoping, listen, do we bother even bringing him back in, or we got to have him next week?
Yeah, I think you keep him.
Mount Vernon is going to have a new quarterback in the lineup. Is it going to be Meyer? Meyer stays in. There's a flag down. Brogan, all that work, and we're going to bring it back. Wouldn't you like it if you're the running back and somebody say, hey, listen, just go down. It was holding penalty, so you don't run all that time?
Second time the quarterback has been called for holding, though.
Just a little one, though.
The quarterback is looking at the official like, are you kidding me? I could have tackled him.
Yeah, and again, in a game like this, 27-0, and you're like, why would you, in that little bit instance there, throw the flag, right?
Well, no. If it's a hold, you got to call the hold.
It was chintzy. I heard our producer say it.
But if there's a penalty, you got to call the penalty.
No, I don't. First down and 20.
That's why you would never make it in this game.
Meyer to throw. Ball caught, and that'll be number 3, Demarion Johnson. I don't know. I trust our producer. He said it was chintzy.
Well, you know, he is the reward-winning producer.
Yeah, so I believe it was chintzy.
Did he win an Oscar or something?
I think they have Emmys in this business.
Emmys, that's what it was.
Oscars. Oscars are for actors.
I know it cost him $50 to buy it.
Yeah. You got to pay for it somehow.
Yeah.
It's going to be second down and 13.
He's the only one that has the Emmy in our association.
That's true. Ball tipped at the line of scrimmage. Falls incomplete.
And now it's just sloppy football right here. You got to be crisp here. You got to finish it out.
So it'll be third down and 13.
Can we invite you to listen to Bob Level tonight on lots of radio stations? Here it's The Fan. He will be on the air at 9:30. Troy will not be appearing this week.
No. And we got a flag down.
And he's going to wave it off, isn't he? Nope, he's going to call false start.
So now it'll be third and 18.
They have they've scored a few points here, actually 10, but really sloppy in the second half.
Yeah. Yeah, it has not been the kind of game for Mount Vernon that you would go, boy, we're ready for sectional play.
Right.
That's for sure. But they go on the road again next week. They're going to have to play well. Go to Yorktown. Trips left, Meyer to throw. Meyer with a happy feet downfield, and the ball's going to be caught. It's going to be Demarion Johnson again for the first down.
You know, when he has time and he sets his feet, that line drive is not bad.
Yeah. But he does have a tendency to have the happy feet.
And he has a tendency to drop that shoulder when he throws that ball as well. They got 25 yards on that one.
One of the longest pass plays of the night there for Mount Vernon. Here is Brogan inside the 35, near the 33. Brogan nearing 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
Very impressive.
That is Gavin Joy coming out of the lineup for Mount Vernon. Malachi Washington, the senior, coming into the lineup. He'll be lined up on the hash mark left. Bear remains in the ball game at the bottom of the screen. Handoff Brogan. Brogan, big hole. He may score on this one to the outside, the 10, 5, and touchdown. Great run by Brogan. A little celebration in the end zone, too, huh?
34-yard run.
See, he's between the tackles.
Yep.
So 33-0 here in the fourth. And now the extra point. Kick is on the way, and it is good. 6:48 remaining in this one. 34-0 Mount Vernon.
Aspen Creek Grill, we are a from-scratch concept with comfort fresh food. You can expect a world-class experience on a great budget. We've got incredible specials, great service. Today's dish that we're going to highlight is going to be our Aspen Blue Sirloin. It is, again, our premium Black Angus certified beef, and we top that with a blue cheese crust. Again, everything that we do here is made from scratch, and it's no different from our steaks. We hand cut all our steaks in-house. So our team back there, it's just an incredible team. Everything that they do, they take so much pride in. They put a little bit of themselves into everything that they do over here, especially since it is a made from scratch concept. We want everybody to come, visit us, enjoy some great food with some great service. Bring your friends, bring your family, come have some great food, have a great time with us with some of the best comfort scratch food.
.648 remaining. Mount Vernon will pick up their fourth win in a row and try to get above 500 next week. Meanwhile, on the other side of the docket, a Shelbyville football team that, well, if they end up losing Fitzgerald, which we're anticipating that's not going to be the case, we hope that won't be the case, they got to find a way to get this offense going.
13 straight quarters without a score.
Yeah. They've actually produced a little bit of total offense tonight, but unfortunately just can't get it in the end zone. Return across the 25. They'll put him down at the 26-yard line, and it'll be first down. Jasper Hahn on the return, just a freshman there for Shelbyville. And coming in will be, I don't know if that's Jackson Myers who's going to play quarterback. Myers, number 1, he is listed as a wide receiver. He is just a sophomore. And staying in the backfield will be Donovan Martin. Final 6:41 to go. Handoff Martin, straight up the middle. He'll get across the 30 to the 31-yard line. This might be the first game we've had all season long where both quarterbacks are named Meyer or Myers. And we've got a color analyst named Myers. Isn't that amazing? How you can come up with useless facts like that in just a short amount of time?
Thank you.
Yes, that's talent, all right. That's what won me an Emmy, all right. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
I thought you won a slammy.
I did win a slammy, yes. Myers will hand it off, and I think Martin is out of the ball game for the moment. See if we can pick up the number who carried the football. That's going to be number 6, Jasper Hahn, who had that return of the kick.
Sports update. Memorial 21, Vincent 0. Memorial going undefeated right now.
So we're looking at 3rd down and 3.
Next week, Evansville Memorial will play on a baseball field for their 100th anniversary against Castle.
Hahn on the carry could get the first down.
Evansville Memorial will be 100 years old.
Wow.
They will play on their old baseball field.
Same age as you.
Yeah, that's right. I feel 100 today.
Yeah, you said you're a little sore.
Yeah.
It was that run you had yesterday after the surgery. You're not supposed to run after you have surgery.
I guess not. Well, and carrying you, I didn't realize you were this heavy.
Yeah, I am. 1st and 10. We still have 4:50 to go. See if they'll give it back to Hahn, and Hahn gets stuck at the line of scrimmage, and let's see if they'll give it to him. And I think the way they acted there, they fumbled the football. I think they're just happy they got the tackle for a loss, but they
maybe he was that might be a freshman jumping up and down. He says, "Count me in."
By the way, Lutheran leading Speedway 42-7. See if we have any more updates that around the state of Indiana. Brownsburg now leading Noblesville 22-18 in the 4th.
Brownsburg just falls way down and just comes right back, don't they? Scary.
Yeah, too many close. But they're playing good teams.
They are.
That's tough.
There's a false start. I knew he was going to call it. Now you go back 5 yards, and now it's 2nd down and 16.
I think that was like our producers. That was just chintzy. Don't call that. By the way, Warren Central now leading Carmel 32-3. They're in the 4th quarter.
We didn't even thank our producer tonight.
Well, were we supposed to do that right now?
Yeah, we might as well.
Go ahead.
Greg Smith, good job. And our buddy Mitchell Adams.
Running for his life.
Oh, he's got a first
Myers.
down. Oh, no, he didn't.
No.
Okay.
Myers across the 40. Don't get too excited.
But, there's, 3 or 4 missed tackles right there.
There was, and that's going to be a concern for Mount Vernon. By the way, Westfield now leading Fishers 32-6. See what else we have here. There's some of the finals are starting to come in. Plainfield now leading Whiteland in the 4th 29-7. Lawrence North now beating Center Grove 27-7. Lawrence North is for real. That pass intended here to the near side. Wide open was Dunnigan.
Lawrence North and Lawrence Central both are pretty good ball clubs.
Lawrence North they own your county that you live in and that mansion you have up there.
That's not a county. It's called a neighborhood.
Whatever.
And it's only 3 bedrooms.
Yeah, but they're big bedrooms. I've seen them.
Well, the swimming pool takes
that takes up room, too. 4th down and 6. Myers to throw. And we got a flag.
Wait a minute. Who's he going to call that on?
That's a good question. It was picked off. Nate Hauser. But I think we're going to have something either way.
Let's make the call.
Avon and Zionsville tied at 14 in the fourth quarter. It's going to be against Mount Vernon. Take another look at it. By the way, Brebeuf leading Bloomington South 40-29. Haven't updated that score in a little bit. So the football will be at the 43-yard line. Myers stays in at quarterback. He'll reset Bailey to the right. And the handoff, nowhere to go as Jasper Hahn gets dropped.
And now Mount Vernon playing a lot of second and third string kids.
Yeah, Jonathan Dunn, 6'3", 205. He's a backup tight end and defensive lineman for Mount Vernon.
You know, the weather is not going to change much at all. Next week we're going to be in the mid-50s and the 60s again. Nice,
Cold.
a little chilly, but
I call that very chilly.
Wait a minute.
It's still shorts
You
weather.
wore shorts when it was 14 degrees.
That's what I mean. It's
Last
kinda
year,
chilly.
remember?
That's cold. This is chilly next week.
Fine.
Second down and 12. Hahn on the carry, and he got stuffed again.
Can we tell our TV audience about you last year in the North Decatur
press box?
Press box.
Yeah.
12 degrees. You're wearing shorts.
Yeah.
No sweatshirt.
No. Well, I had a sweatshirt on.
And our camera guy gets frostbit, and you're just like, you wimp.
Well, at least I was inside the press box. He wasn't.
Yeah.
He was on the top of the press box with a windbreaker on.
Yeah, just a windbreaker.
Yeah.
And then he told the producer, I can't do this anymore. I got to go to the car, and he couldn't find the car.
I was fine, by the way. Third down and 12. As Bailey resets to the right. Quick pass to the outside, caught by Bailey, down to the 30. Another missed tackle by Mount Vernon. But a first down. By the way, I got one other thing to say about the weather thing. It was the looks of the people watching me go from my car twice back to the press box, looking at me like I was out of my mind.
The best quote I heard all night that night was, "This guy is a man." And I looked at him and go, "No, that man is stupid." They took care of us there, though,
Yes.
North Decatur.
The only thing that was wrong was that hole in the press box right
Let
down
by
by
your
my
leg.
legs. Yeah.
Yep.
Next time I go there, I'm going to take some.
All I know is Jerry and I had 4 jackets and 4 pairs of pants. And
we're under a minute to play here. Ball thrown over the middle. Ball's going to be caught. And on the reception was Carter Dunnigan. And right now, Shelbyville trying to get it into the end zone and snap that scoreless streak of 13 quarters. We'll put the ball at the 14-yard line.
Looks like there's some confusion.
Could be the final play if they don't hurry. They'll throw underneath the coverage and brought down inside the 10-yard line. Wes Bailey. But they got the first down. And they're going to put the football at the 8-yard line. So it could still be one final chance right here for Shelbyville to get it in the end zone.
Play clock at 10.
They'll have to hurry. And they bobble that one, and the snap, and the quarterback wasn't ready for it. Myers, and they will not get a chance to get it into the end zone to finish out the football game. Mount Vernon wins their 4th in a row. They win it by a final of 34-0. Coach, your final thoughts on this one?
Well, it was, be perfectly honest, it was ugly, but it's a win, and so that brings you now to 4-4. You can go to 5. You can go one game above 500. The first week of sectional, you'll probably feel pretty good about that. I think they got a lot of work to do yet on the defensive end of the ball, but all in all, a win for Mount Vernon. For Shelbyville, they're just not there yet.
Yeah.
And it will take time to build a program, but they didn't quit, and you got to like that. So be very interesting how sectional play will play out for both of these teams.
The draw will come up on Sunday. Tonight's game has been brought to you in part by Reynolds Farm Equipment, Passion to Care, Boilermaker Local 374, Wheeler Mission, Bertner Electric, the Morales Group, McGinley Wrights Financial, Indiana Labor's District Council, and the IndianaSRN Sports Page. Thanks to the entire crew. Great job again tonight. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time right here on IndianaSRN.